All right, so we have Kim here with us tonight because she, I gotta say, like rock star when it comes to her VIP page. I mean, I look at her VIP page and I'm like, Maria, get your ish freaking together. Just the epitome of consistency, format, structure, flow, like all of those things. So I just had reached out to her and I'm like, all right, you need to just share like how you do it, how you kind of plan it, how you can stay consistent without it feeling overwhelming. She's got a full-time job. She has a daughter, wife, mom, like all of those things. How do you, be able to stay that consistent so your VIPs, over time, they know what to expect from her. And I think that's super important. So she's here tonight to just share that with us. And I'm super excited about it. So I'm just going to turn it over to her and we're going to get right to it.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't think that anything like I'm going to share is super groundbreaking, and probably a lot of the people in like Sammy's Limitless group, some of it's going to be a repeat because a lot of what I do, I've actually heard from other people. So like one of the first videos after like all the units that I watched was Dina's live that she did in Sammy's on like her VIP page and taking notes and just like some of this information is stuff that I've heard Sammy say, Maria say, and just other people in our groups say, but it's like really stuck with me. And then I think like the last thing I'll talk about is content planning. And I think that's what really helps me and like the most. But for me, it's like really three things. It's one, the being authentic and relatable. Two, it is really all about consistency. And then three, it's content planning. So starting with like the being authentic and relatable, this is definitely what I've heard from so many of our Zaya sisters is you need to truly be yourself. And what are like areas of your life or things about you that you can share with your group to really like humanize yourself. So you're not just a salesperson. You're not just putting up, every single day, just like, okay, here's restocks, but like, that's it. You're not building that connection with your group. So I try to identify just a few things about myself and my life that I think other people can relate to. And that's what I want to share. I don't want to share my whole entire life with them. And I don't want to share like everything under the kitchen sink. So for me, kind of what I focus on is I'm a mom, and I think that a lot of people can relate to that. And one time I was 10 to 15 minutes later than I said I was going to be to a live video because my daughter had literally just peed all over my bed. And I literally told them that. I was like, hey, listen, I'm late. My daughter just peed all over my bed and I had to strip it and I had to deal with it. And here I am. So I find that when people can really relate to you as a person, they feel more comfortable. They feel like they're a part of this group and community. So I kind of just pick like 2 to 3 things about myself or about my life to share that I think other people would relate to. And it's being a mom. Family is super, super important to me. And then I try to stay on like a consistent fitness journey. And there was like a solid month or so where I like completely fell off. I told myself I was taking a 1 week break and it turned into like a 4-week break. So then when I like picked back up on it, I started sharing that with my group and sharing like how hard it was. And I was, even saying things like, I wish pressing play was the hardest part, but it wasn't. Like I'm modifying that workout, I'm doing this. It just makes you a human being and not a salesperson and not just a person putting up posts in your group. And I have like a bunch of notes and I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, so I heard somebody say this and it really stuck with me. People don't buy the product, they buy the person. And I think that is super true. If you build that connection and relationship with your group and your VIPs, they're more likely to buy from you than if you're just like, okay, here's today's restocks, here's new releases, and kind of that's it. And not everything has to be Zaya related either. Like I said, like I just like kind of share about my life or if I've had a crazy day or what my goals are. or, you know, if it is my family life, we could be out. I've put up pictures of me and my daughter in the park down the block from my house, and I'm wearing Zaya stuff, but it was really about like us being at the park. And then at the end, I was like, oh, and I'm rocking blah, blah, blah. But it's still like giving them that glimpse into your life first. So that is really something that I try to do, is just like be authentically me, be relatable, and try to build like that relationship and connection. The second thing is consistency. And I have heard so many of our Zaya sisters say like consistency is key. Like even if you think if it's not working, just like keep doing it. And that's exactly what I've done, because I don't necessarily think like my VIP page is successful, but I'm successful in showing up every day. And I think when you do that, it will pay off in the long run, even if there are like days or weeks that you think it's not. I think it does. So for me, there's like two different types of consistency. So the first one is like the number of posts and the frequency in which I do them. And then the second is type of content. So for me, with like the number of posts and frequency, I try to post 2 to 3 times a day in my VIP group. And they expect that from me as well. So I post every morning around 8 a.m., usually the night before I'm laying in my bed about to go to sleep, and I schedule a post for 8 a.m. And if I didn't schedule a post, then it's like I'm up around that time, well, earlier usually, but to be like, okay, let me put up a quick post. So my VIPs know that usually Monday through Friday, every day around 8 a.m., there's a post from me. I always do the restock and new releases. And then, you know, if I'm running any other type of promo or a content theme that I'm doing for the month, then, you know, it's just 2 to 3. I try to do that. The type of content that I post, I try to keep it super consistent as well. So for me personally, on Mondays, I do a motivational Monday. That is my first post, 8 a.m. every single Monday, motivational Monday for my group. It's not Zaya related, but I think anybody can relate to that motivational Monday to get going in whatever you're doing. Just that little extra, hey, we got this, we're in it, let's do it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, my 8 a.m. post is an engagement post. I don't always just want to be talking to my VIP group. I want it to be like a two-way conversation and a dialogue. And I do want to keep it fun and lighthearted. So every single Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m., I do an engagement post. I want to hear from you versus you hearing from me. Wednesdays, my morning post is always like, get everybody excited for new release Wednesday. Like, can't wait. What are you looking for? Here's what I'm hoping comes out. And then on Friday, my Friday morning post is normally like a cheers, we made it. You know, I hope today's not painful for you. It's about to be the weekend. Like, great job. So I'm always just consistent in like the number of posts that I do, but as well as the content that I'm posting throughout the week. I'm trying to read my notes so I don't forget anything. With my content, I do try to put as much of myself in it. And I know this is like something Sammy has, you know, recently said in like the branding video that you just did. But it's like, be yourself in your voice. And it's like, you don't want to come across salesy. It's almost like if you were talking to your best friend, how would you describe that? Or what would you say to her versus I'm talking to this VIP group? And, you know, it's like break down those walls, be you. It goes back to like being that authentic of just like, how would you say it? And like, try to bring value to them as well. So like when I do my restock post, I saw that Maria, you know, used to post like with the items, sizing recommendations. And I was like, wow, that's really great. I'm going to start doing that too, because it's a quick and easy reference for your customers and it brings value to them. They don't have to ask you, they don't have to look anything up. It's like, here's the item, here's how it runs, and here's the link, everything. Make it easy and convenient for them too. But yeah, just like, what is it that you love about the piece? Why do you like it? What gets you excited? And I know these are things that Sammy just said to us in her video the other week. And then the same with like party posts. At first, I just started putting up like, you know, who wants to book a party, this, that, whatever. But it's like, what are the benefits to them of booking a party? And like, make that clear. Like, I don't want it to come across as I want you to do it for me. I want you to do it for you. Like, so now my post right now about parties is all about like the benefit to you is one-stop shop for your holiday shopping. You can get the men in your life, women in your life, kids, juniors. It's amazing. If there are items on your wish list, you can get them free or discounted. It's just like, what is the benefit to them? And I always just try to bring or put like some sort of value into it as well. So it is that I don't want you to do it for me, or hey, I sell leggings. It's like, no, hey, I think I have these leggings that you might really wear, like you might really like. They're great for you. Here's why they're great for you. And just like kind of make it more about them. Let me see what else here. And then in terms of content too, I try to pick themes and stick with like 1 to 3 themes throughout the month. So for example, in October, I was like, great, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I want to do one theme around Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also Halloween. So I want to do things around Halloween too. So all of my engagement posts for the month of October were Halloween related. It's October, pick your candy, this, that, whatever. But also I was doing the same bomber bra giveaway that Maria was doing. And it is breast cancer awareness. So really highlighting those dollar donation pieces. I also did the very first week of October, a pink product spotlight every single day. Here's some great pink pieces. So it's also like finding what those couple of content themes are that you want to talk about throughout the month. And again, just like keeping it simple, like 1 to 3 of them that you want to talk about and sprinkle throughout the month, and just be consistent with those as well. I probably posted about each one of those at least once or twice a week in some of my posts. But then like the third area of what I do to like really show up successful, and this is the part for me that takes a little bit more time, is content planning. So I bought myself this notebook, this planner. It's monthly and weekly. And I literally will carve out like an hour of my time and start to plan out. I can show you. Here's my cover. I start to like, from a monthly perspective, it's like hard to see. I can like send pictures afterwards. But from a monthly view, I plan out like, okay, what do I want to talk about when? And I'll pencil in like, okay, the first week, October, I want to do pink product spotlight. Then the second week, I want to do Halloween inspiration, because then they still have time to order items and get them before Halloween comes in. And then the third week, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to come back the fourth week and do the pink product spotlight to kind of end and tie everything together for the breast cancer awareness. So I kind of plan out what I want my month to look like from a broad perspective. And then I literally go into, let me find like a week to show you. They're so ugly. Then I literally go into each day and I plan out like, okay, my motivational Monday post, I'm going to do a restock post, and then I'm going to do a party post. On Tuesday, I have my AM engagement, my fall product spotlight restock, and then I'm going to do a hostess party one. Wednesday's AM post, and then a new release post. And I literally map out exactly what I'm going to post for like each day of that week. And it just helps me kind of keep on track of like, what am I saying? When am I saying it? So that I'm not like, it's not too much overload for them. I'm still peppering in fun. And I'm not mentioning something like back to back to back to back. It's like, the content planning for me is the biggest part of like what keeps me sane, of just like taking a step back and looking at my month and what do I want to say. If there's a promotion I want to do, like that Snuggle Up Sunday, what's a good day to do it? Especially if I know that I want to do a Halloween flash sale. And it's just kind of literally taking an hour or so of my time and mapping out these themes that I want to focus on for the month. When do I want to run a promotion? And then going in each week and being like, Monday, I'm going to talk about this, this, and this. Tuesday, I'm going to mention that I give 10% off to new customers. Wednesday, it's all about the new releases. In November, I'll do a Thankful Thursday. I'll do the restocks. And then, you know, maybe I'll do, I don't know, but, you know, I'll host a party post that night. So I literally am just planning out for the month, what am I focusing on? And then each week by day, what posts am I actually putting up? And I think for me, that's just like the biggest piece that helps me stay consistent, helps me kind of streamline and focus so I'm not throwing everything in the kitchen sink at them. I'm really being choiceful about what I want to speak to them about. So let me see if I'm missing anything.
I think what's
and I also try to make sure that I do a one live a week, because as much as you're still like being you in your posts, it's good for them to actually see you, hear you. And again, it just makes you more human, and helps you build that relationship.
I think what I was going to say is I never thought of taking it to that level of having such a visual representation. You know what I mean? Because like as you're talking and I think of just reflecting on my own current stuff, it's like, okay, restock, 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 new release, restock. Oh, there she is, restock, restock. You know what I mean? As where if you have those 2 to 3 posts, which you're infusing naturally, Zaya restocking Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, you know what I mean? Like a lot of that content is Zaya structured. But when you add in those other pieces, that value that you're saying to humanize yourself and to give that value actually naturally flows in, just with the structure that you're using.
Yeah.
Really neat. And that going live at least once a week, you know, just knowing that you're going to do that, again, showing up, being you. Those are just little pieces to not have to like feel like you have to go do all these extra things and run all these extra miles and figure out how to fit it all in. It actually pieces really well together. Where did you get that planner? I saw Sandy commented, where'd you get that planner? She loves it.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon, and I think it was like $10-12. Maybe I'll share the link with you. Okay. But it literally has, like the tab for each month. It has the month, and then each week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I'll send like pictures too to the groups of just like what my month looks like, and then like open it up to a week, and then what does that like detailed week. And then I think it also helps you stay accountable too. And life happens and life gets crazy. And if I don't like check of like, all right, hey, this is what I wanted to post today. Like, did I do that? Did I make that happen? The day will completely get away from me, and I will 100% forget and not do it. And then, I just think it's just helpful building that relationship with your group and making them feel comfortable, making them feel like they know you, and just going back to that whole, people don't buy a product, they buy a person. And, if they like you and they relate to you, then they're more likely to buy from you as well.
Yeah, I think that whole planner idea is fabulous, because even though we are so driven by our electronic devices, sometimes it's still nice to just have that in front of you in book form or whatnot. And then also, like you said, going live once a week, or letting your VIPs just see you for you. Like, I actually had to do a live in one of my parties, but my granddaughter was here and I didn't want to hold off the live. So I was like, Reagan, come with Cece, and she was in the live with me. She's 4 years old, but it was like, that's me in the moment. That was what was going on.
Yeah. And that's what people can relate to. I had another live where my dog literally just kept barking at me because he needed to go out. And I was like, really? So I'm like, guys, sorry, my dog is really needy and he's telling me he has to go out. And it is challenging for me because my husband does work evenings. So it is literally just me. And that's why it's like my lives are always late, or I can't hop on until later because I have to make sure that my daughter like literally is down before I can think of doing anything like this, because it's just me at night. So yeah, I'm like, hey guys, there's nobody else to take my dog out. So, and it's just like, but that's what like people can relate to, and they enjoy it. They want to know that like you're a real, not that like you're a fake human being, but that, like it's just like,
but you're not so poised.
yeah, it's just like everybody's got their own things going on, and they want to know that they're not the only ones, and that you're not perfect too. So.
And that we can do this while also having children, dogs, cats, a life, husbands that don't have normal working hours. Makes us relatable to a lot more people than we think. Like naturally, like I always think like, oh my God, Angelina, can you leave me the F alone for just a minute? And then I get like really great feedback from the crowd, and I'm like, oh, they like you. Okay, you can stay. But like, I'm like, I would rather you not be here so I can get things done more efficiently. But that's not always the case. I usually like to have her in my welcome videos because like for a party, because it's a short, like 5-10 minute video. So she kind of like softens it. And then like the try-ons, I'm like you, I need her to be like asleep. Like you need to be down in your bed for the night. And then I'll do my try-ons. But for like the welcome video, I do it during dinner time. So if she's hanging around, she's there, but she also has food to occupy herself.
Yeah.
Precious. She's absolutely precious.
She's something else. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and Sandy, with the planner too, I think for me, what it helps do too is just like make sure that I'm not overloading them. So I can be like, okay, I posted about this on Monday. I'm not gonna talk about that for a couple days again. I posted about this, and it's just like, yeah, you're just being thoughtful in the content that you're sharing with them and when you're sharing it with them. So you're not like throwing too much at them in one day or like back to back. And you can really just, and for me, it's like visually, I have to visually
see it.
Like, okay, I said this on Monday, probably not going to talk about that again until Friday or maybe even next Monday, like park it. But yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, Sammy, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. This is all good. So I love that idea of like having the visual of everything. And you're right, like you don't want to overload yourself with like so much, but we are so stuck in like the restock, new release. And and it never was like this. It wasn't until COVID when our stock went away that restocks became like this like anxiety driven thing. So it's good for me to hear this from you because I miss like doing that. Like I miss having a structure of like Mondays I would talk about the business in my VIPs, and then like Tuesday would be parties or whatever, right? Like I had a schedule, but I freaking lost that when COVID hit because everything just changed. So hearing this, it's so good because now I want to get back to that. Now I like want to dive into Pinterest and like find all the motivation things and just like schedule out the next 4 Mondays right now, just so I don't have to worry about it, you know? So this is so good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, that's what I do is like, I'll spend like 30 minutes like Google searching and Pinterest searching, like motivational Monday, whatever. And I just save them all in a folder on my phone. And so that like too, when I'm lying in bed on Sunday nights, like, oh, I got to do a motivational Monday post tomorrow. Let me go into my folder. Which one do I want to pick? Boop. I put up a little blurb with it, schedule it for 8 a.m. And it's like, all right, good night, lights out. And it's just every Monday, it's there for them. But yeah, I think too, just like going beyond the restocks and new release Wednesdays, even with our products as well. So like in September, both Crystal and I, we kind of always chit chat and like bounce ideas off of each other. we did like a fall product spotlight. So like 2 times a week, hey, we're about to enter fall. What are some of our great fall pieces that you should know about that like you might not have seen it in the catalog, it might not have restocked or whatever it may be, and just giving them some information of like, hey, here's this long sleeve split back. This is super great for as we transition into that cold weather. You can wear it to the gym, running errands around your house. Like I had also gotten feedback from one of my VIPs too. I had asked her, you know, if I do this fall product spotlight, do you think that's a good idea? Would people like it? And she was like, yeah, but I think you have to like really also tell and show people like where they could wear it to. Like how does it fit into their lives beyond just like assuming that you can work out in it. So, you know, then I'm like, all right, well, you can wear this to the pumpkin patch, to the apple orchard, to the grocery store, whatever. And, you know, try to also find pictures that show other people or even myself, like putting those things in an outfit where that they with a jean jacket and they can go and do it in this or, but just like finding ways to highlight products outside of restocks and new releases, I have found is like well receptive as well because people might not know about them, they might not have seen them. When you tell them like the different ways they can use it, wear it, you know, what are really the benefits of this product, and then they're like, oh wow, yeah, absolutely, I gotta have that. So that's another thing that Crystal and I did in September, and then that's what I did in October with like the pink product spotlight too. It's like, hey, here's this amazing pink product. And if, you know, besides all the great benefits, if you buy it, you're going to earn an entry into this bomber bra raffle that I'm doing. So that too is like another way just to get out of that like restock and new release cycle.
I love that. And it's
that visual right in front of you. I keep seeing the calendar. You know what I mean? And kind of like dominoes and moving the pieces. I want to have like little Post-it notes so I could like see it out and then move it to this one and move it here. You know,
well, I do it all in a pencil.
Yeah, sure.
Find myself, you know, and that's what it is. It's like things are going to change too, and something might pop up, and I'll be like, "Ooh, actually, I want to talk about that here, and I'm going to move that there." I have gone through so many pencil erasers.
Yeah. Sandy, I have an idea for Sandy. You love cocktails and you make cocktails. You should do like something for November, like holiday cocktails, and maybe every single Tuesday is Cocktail Tuesday or something.
Oh,
like I'm thinking of like these are little things, and that's 4 Tuesdays in a row. They know Cocktail Tuesday's coming. Like, I want to do it too, but I was like, oh, I gotta tell Sandy.
I have an idea. You can do it if we could get really creative. It might be hard, but do it based on like Zaya gear. So like a unicorn cocktail. Pair it with your unicorn. Like, make it relatable. Like pair it with an outfit.
Yes, a bomber margarita.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
That sounds amazing.
A zebra or
yes,
leopard.
Yeah. So fun.
Floral. You could do floral like a margarita with like a flower.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Okay.
But yeah, just even thinking of like what your passions are outside of Zaya.
Yeah.
And how can you like infuse them into Zaya or like marry the two together like this, you know, like even if you did, you know, just did the drinks like that, I think is something that your customers like, but marrying the two together with pieces, it's fun. And then especially just like last night I finally got to watch the video from Ellie's call with Aaron and Jeremiah the other day, and like how he was saying, you know, make it easy for them, keep it fun, keep it, you know, light for them. And these are definitely ways to do it. You want to make this fun for them. You don't want it to be like, oh, she's just trying to sell me another pair of leggings, or, you know, like she's just throwing up a picture of the restocks and like have at it. But it's like you're really like showing them how much you love it, how they can incorporate it into their lives, and just making it light and fun. And then if it's more enjoyable for them, then they're more likely to do it.
Yeah. And like I think of it like in ways I have two other companies that I love to wear. Well, one is Matilda Jane, it's for Angelina, and then another one is Carly Jean, Los Angeles. But they're like everyday clothes and I've loved them for like 5 years. And I follow them on Instagram because they show me these pieces and how to wear them and different looks and people in them. They don't just show me restocks. They don't just show me new releases. Like they actually sell the product, where I think we get so stuck because we have all these creative ideas, but sometimes I think we get stuck with just like selling the restock instead of selling what is being restocked, if that makes sense. Like I
Mhm.
feel like, and I need to get better at that too, because often I just quickly post, where I should dive in and explain more about the product. You know, I think it's a simple concept, but sometimes we just like, we're so go, go, go. We have other ideas that we overlook the concept of people are in our VIP because they love Zaya. They love our clothes. So we need to sell it more and just in depth. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually saw that, and have started doing this more too after your video of like, tell them why you like it. Why do you like this all-star bra? Why does it work well for you? I've also seen that in Juliana's VIP group, when a restock happens, she'll pick like one or two items to be like, I absolutely love these items. This is why, this, that, whatever. And then she'll be like, and these other items restock too. Boop, boop, boop. So it's like, you don't have to spend all day writing a novel post for them on all of the items. But if you pick like one or two that you really do love, and explain why you love it, why you think it's great, it is super helpful. And then just on your other point of them showing you how to wear it with outfits. So Crystal actually gave me this idea and I've started doing it in my parties as well. When I do bottom day, I bring sneakers, booties, high heels. I bring regular tops, jean jackets, leather jackets, sweaters, and I literally do like a mini fashion show for them. And I'm like, look, it's not just for working out. I have these black brilliants on. I just put this chunky sweater on, and look, I just put these booties on, and I'm out the door to go to work. Well, not really, because here I am stuck at home. But like, or you know what, with these metallics, look how easy you can transfer from day to night. I have my black metallics on with a graphic tee and a jean jacket and a pair of slip-on sneakers. But if I put on these heels and this fancy top and a leather jacket, I'm out the door to date night and whatever. And I feel like that has also been like really well received by people because they just think they have like these like blinders on that it's just workout clothes or just loungewear. And so like when you start to show them, actually you can wear it like this. And I've like scrunched up my joggers and put cute little booties on with a parallel tank and a jean jacket. And I'm like, look, I'm going apple picking, pumpkin patch, grocery store, lunch with friends. Like once they can see it, then they're like, oh wow, yeah. And then they are like, oh, I have to have that because I can wear it to work out. I can wear it to do this. And it's seeing is believing. So like you could tell them like, yeah, it's super versatile. You can do this, this, and this. But like when they actually see that transformation is when they really get it. And so yeah, I've been having, when it comes to bottom days, like little mini fashion shows for them of like, you can wear it this way with sneakers, you can wear it this way with booties, and it's two completely different looks, but like one piece. This is why it's also so great, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, love it.
I have
Now
done
I want to
that.
go get heels.
Yeah.
I have done that with the metallics in my parties. I've done that, showing how you can make it look like you're going out on a date, or you know, because I'll throw on some heels or whatever. In fact, when my granddaughter was in there, that last party I did, she's like, "Here, put these ones on," you know. But I didn't consider doing it with other leggings and things because, of course, I only have leggings and the metallics. I don't have any joggers yet, and I know I've got to get them in my collection. So I kind of feel right now, I kind of feel like I'm stuck with a very limited
I
wardrobe.
do them with the Brilliance as well, because the Brilliance don't have the seams on like the outside. So
Yeah.
they can be, the no pocket Brilliance, they can be dressed up. Like with my black Brilliance, I can put on a chunky sweater or, and with like a pair of booties, and it's super cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely do it with don't think just the metallics, and like, yeah, joggers are good to do it too, but like with the Brilliants that don't have pockets, they're easy ones too. Like
Yes.
over the summer, I have like the bright fuchsia ones, and I put on like this floral top that I had with it, and like some sandals, and it's a great summer look. And like it really is just getting creative with like how you can dress them up for certain occasions.
Mm-hmm.
I love the winter looks. They're like my favorite because put on some black or brown boots with like any color legging, and it's so easy to put, like, even like if you don't have a Zaya cardigan, but a cardigan on. Every woman has a cardigan in every color. Well, at least black, cream, and like gray, right? You could do so many cute winter looks with some scarves.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of like the B brand scarves because I just think that they're adorable. And just, you can make so many cute looks out of it.
Yeah, definitely. And I've even started doing that too. In the marketing page, there are a lot of like shop this look, but it's like everyday looks versus like a workout look. And again, I've started using them in my parties too, and I might even start using them in my VIPs, but just like to get them out of that mindset that it's only workout clothes, it's only like lounge wear and whatever. And it's like, look how cute that this tee with these joggers and booties and scarf is and whatnot. But yeah, it's like seeing is believing, and just showing them how versatile things can be too, and all the different ways they can wear it. I think 100% makes it more appealing, and they're more willing to purchase something that they know that they can wear several different ways and get so many different uses out of it.
For sure.
Love it.
Fun.
Love.
Awesome. Does anybody have like any specific questions or anything? So Kim, share, if you don't mind, if you want to maybe share them in, our Elevate thread or whatever, and then I could share them with Limitless, or you could even just put them in the Limitless, whatever works for you. But share those graphics of the planner and the link. You obviously don't need to do it tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear. My husband is shipping. You probably can keep hearing like.
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
Shipping. Can you hear it? Is that can you hear it, or is it just me?
That's not what I thought you said.
Oh, shitting? Oh, there's a shipping.
It's like that commercial. I shit my pants today.
Oh, packages. He's doing packages. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you could keep hearing the tape. Okay, we're done. I lost my train of thought. Post the picture.
No, I'll share some images of like what my planner actually looks like.
Yeah.
And then I'll share the link as well. Cause yeah, I think it was only like $12, and it has been like a game changer for me.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah.
Super helpful.
Sane. I'm pretty OCD when it comes to like organization and planning things out. So it's like my sanity, really.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you, ladies, for joining. So sorry it's late. But yeah, I appreciate it. And I love that it like tailspinned into this other great conversation of sharing ideas with each other. So
oh my gosh, I had my phone next to me the whole time. I thought it was upstairs. Hold on. We have to boomerang. If you guys don't want a boomerang. Too bad.
Is that what we're doing?
What are we doing?
Oh, you can boomerang however you want.
yeah.
All right.
Tell us.
Ready, set, go. All right, lovely ladies. I'm going to stop recording.